Ahoy, mateys. Welcome aboard. Before I forget, if you're watching this on the replay, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. By the way, I tried to find their names just a few minutes ago. I didn't write them down last night. I was playing around with my YouTube account, and lo and behold, it showed me the last three channels or people who have subscribed to me. So I thought, well, it'd be a good thing today to mention them and give a thank you to them. Do you think I could find them? Okay, new subscribers, you know who you are. Thank you for coming aboard. We'll see how we can do later today. I'm rather humbled today. Yesterday was a very interesting day, as a few of you know. I started experimenting with portrait shots. And there's a good reason for that. Because tomorrow I'm going to be doing a portrait shot, or a photo shoot, if you will, of my friends and their grandchildren. Todd Johnson, you're one of them. For comment of the week, by the way. You and Jill especially. For those of you who happen to watch the escapades yesterday from trying to work out the green screen and doing a live stream at the same time as doing a video to see which would work better as far as capturing the screenshots and all that. So far what I've tried has not exactly worked the way I thought it would. But this is Ron and Michelle. Hi. Ahoy. They are my neighbors, and they've asked me to do some photos. So what they are looking for is to be able to take this, like for instance, this photo, and then give it a background, you know. What was that saying? Oh, that's from the other featured channel. But anyways, somehow be able to superimpose Ron and Michelle with a background shot like this, perhaps. You know, here I am, I'm sitting in front. Now, there are two other possibilities. What I may need to do, and I've never done this, but I'm going to try to figure it out this afternoon. There is another camera on this laptop that shoots the other way, and I think it will show me what's going on this side. So I should be able to do maybe a live stream aimed at them. Okay? And doing that live stream with the green screen behind them, I ought to be able to show them the bear out in the woods. Yeah, there's right there. Now this shot's from the feature channel. So is this one. So the idea is just experiment, and on Sunday I'm going to be trying to do the real thing and then be able to save those photos and those moments, our mistakes, our successes, whatever, to a memory stick, and then they got it forever. Now if something like that works out, I may get to do it for other occasions, which is cool. Now, me being cheap is one of the reasons why. And that's because I don't want to spend, $400 for a editing program from Adobe Photoshop or There's another one from Adobe that might be a little bit cheaper that, you can, for instance, take this shot and edit me out. Or take this, if this was a real shot, erase, just leave me and put a different background. There are ways to do that if you have the editing software, which is quite expensive. So now I think between what's on the laptop, which is a Chromebook OS system. Let me see if I can scroll down here. I can't for some reason. I'm doing two fingers and I'm not scrolling down. Oh, I know why. It's because I got pop-ups that are preventing me from doing that. Sandra Robinson, welcome aboard. And there's Mommy Janice YT, welcome aboard. There's a way. Now, I do know there's a way to take me right out of the picture, I think. See if I can figure it out. I know there's a way. Sure, I know. I'm remembering. Well, I took out the greens, or I took out the background. Now I could put a new one back there. Or I can go the other direction. I take me out. So there's a background. But that's not going to work for having the green screen shot. Yeah, that won't work. I mean, it's a cool idea, and it's also a cool idea to get me out of the way. I mean, I can talk to you and I can show you the shots. Now, I tried share a little while ago, which is right here, and it said that I don't have enough oomph in the computer to share another picture up here. So can't right do it. Yeah, Sandra says reverse the process. Sarah Big A, welcome aboard. And there's Ford Man. Thank you for coming aboard, Kenny. And I'm sure you shared me out. So there's things that I can play with in StreamYard. That's why I went live yesterday just for a few minutes, because I was experimenting. Now, I haven't taken any screenshots yet from StreamYard from yesterday's experiment because it looked blurry to me. So now, if I have to do it again, well, not at their house, or at their cottage, but this afternoon I'm going to experiment with just doing maybe a still. Maybe just focus on the serendipity, or focus on the sign at the park or something, and see if I can move stuff around. And I might go live to do it. We'll see. But I am having fun doing it. This actually might work out pretty good. You don't have to see my my mug all the time. Now, Ron and Michelle, they're so gracious. So the comment of the week actually should go to them for being so complimentary to me. And then Todd says, see, to that effect. He says, see, you are appreciated. And then Jill out there in Tucson, she said, to the effect that I'm lovable. Well, yeah, that made me blush. But anyways, at the same time, it's a very feel-good feeling when you're complimented like that. The neighborhood may hate me because I'm a scrapper, but Ron and Michelle do not. They're very genuine. So I think that's very special. God bless them. God bless you all. All right. The featured channel is, no, I'm not going to tell you. If you're new here, what we are doing is the screenshots that you are seeing behind me are not mine. They're not mine. I stole these screenshots. And the idea is for you to figure out whose channel is this? Who took this picture? Wasn't me, wasn't you, but it might be somebody you know. Go back in your memory banks and go, oh, I know who that is. Make a guess. You'll win a chance at winning some money. We'll do a scratch off in your honor, or I'll be happy to send you. This has been scratched off, but I'll be happy to send it to you in the mail, whatever you'd like. And then if you win up to $150, just like we're doing on Wednesday nights now, if you win up to $150, you're going to get the whole thing. If it's more than that, we'll split it after taxes. We'll work something out. Hey, it's my show, my rules. Okay. Something is better than nothing. Tonight, 6 p.m., we will have myself, probably, God willing. Excuse me. And Holly by golly, with a weekly laugh report will be on, along with me, or in between me, however you want to say. We usually go about an hour and a half to 2 hours on Saturday nights. Depends on the day. Now, today we might go the full hour, or we might go a little longer. Depends on how part of our conversation gets motivated, our guessing, our getting sidetracked on different subjects. Thank you, Kenny. I knew you would. I think is my phone in here? Yes, my phone is in here. Our weather is supposed to be pretty good today. We're looking at signing this in. If you need the numbers to sign in on my phone, it's 1213. Okay. James is having some issues with, believe it or not, Lake of Dreams Campground. We got to give some positive vibes to James and Cyndi. They wrote them a check for his campsite yesterday morning. Or not write a check, but credit card over the phone. Then he found out later on they charged him twice. And then they say they didn't, but yet he's got the statement that says they do. So I'm trying to get him to say, okay, just fax it to him, because he's going to drive up here and prove to him, that they screwed up. I'm like, dude, you're going to be here in 2 weeks anyways. Take care of it when you're here camping, or just fax and back and forth. I know Louise is on vacation for a few days. She won't be back for a little while. Did they reschedule? Lucky. Oh, Big Rocket wants to scrub. Again? They had engine problems a few days ago, and it was scrubbed then. Now it's scrubbed again. Because I've been hoping to catch that. I have a channel that I'm subscribed to. It's they do live streams. I can't remember the name of them. Not Omnibus. Shoot. It's coming to me. I'll think of it in a minute. All right, we are at 77 degrees. It feels like 77 degrees. We're partly cloudy. You could say we're partly sunny. A low chance of precipitation today is 20%. Now, fortunately, I am ready if it does. Tomorrow, again, another 20% chance. The 10 days shows nothing going on until next Saturday. Let me tell you, with the Great Lakes around us, especially Lake Michigan, to the west of us, the meteorologists, we cuss at them all the time because they don't get it right. They don't get it right. They don't get it right. They say it's going to rain and it doesn't. They say it's not going to rain, and the next thing you know, you're drenched. It's because of the lake. All of a sudden, boom, the weather changes. So they have trouble predicting it. When I was growing up, and I'm sure this is probably true, they say that meteorologists come here to be trained because it's really difficult, you know. Now, most of us joke about, you know, meteorology, that's a job you could have and you can be wrong and still get paid, which is fun. Oh, another problem. Well, we don't want to see it blow up, that's for sure. Now, another nice thing happened to me. Besides Ron and Michelle, Sonia, the blue-eyed Cherokee Princess, was here for a couple of days, and she had a friend over, and very talented man. He plays guitar. He's just kind of an all-around person. He's in his 40s. He knows a little bit about motors and engines, I mean. So, you know, he did some troubleshooting on Serendipity. The prognosis is still the same. She's not real healthy, and the computer is her problem. But he did give me a couple of ideas, a couple things to check. So we'll see what happens this coming week. It's kind of a messed up week because it is Labor Day. Does anybody know how Labor Day got its start? Because I do not. I was going to look it up this morning, but I got busy doing other things. Anyways, he gave me this before he and the blue-eyed Cherokee Princess took off. And I think it's really cool. It's a little cedar box. Booty bank. You know. And I have some booty in it. Do you remember the Podunk? The Podunk, the last time we were at Podunk, Sonia, the blue-eyed Cherokee Princess, was helping me. We put up, or we were loading scrap into Sensei Don's spare van. Well, one of the things that came home was a, I believe it's a 20-gallon aquarium, and we tested it. Doesn't leak. And Sonia's cleaned it. She's got it all clean. But, you know, before we even tested it, it had to be emptied because it was half, well, not half. The bottom was covered with, you know, polished rocks, things like that. Yeah, it is a treasure chest, Linda. It's not quite big enough to put these scratch-offs in. So I was going to put your scratch-off, the one I'm bringing to M22, the one that you won. I was going to put it in here, but it won't fit. So I guess I'll leave yours in the book of why do we say it, or I'll put it, yeah. I won't leave it in my nightstand. Sonia just said something. Oh, she must be watching, not saying anything, because she just gave me a thumbs up. Yeah.
Jack, what you doing?
Okay. I think she figured out that I'm live streaming. So we cleaned out the rocks, and all of a sudden, now Sonia was the first one. She's got the Native American eagle eye. No, they did some cleaning inside the bus, Todd. Anyways, she spotted this on the ground. And I grabbed it up. I said, oh, a dime's a dime. Yeah, well, it's more than a dime. Now we got lost there. Don't know why it's doing that. Anyways, it's a 1942 Liberty head. Pretty good condition. You know, it's not mint or anything like that. It's probably worth a dime, at least a dime. So I started looking a little harder. Anything else down there? Well, sure enough, 5 cents, Buffalo nickel. No idea on the year. It's worn, so, but it's still a Buffalo. And this, I don't know if I should try to clean it or not. Pretty hard to see. But it's an Eisenhower dollar. And then this, I'm hoping that perhaps I'll find a veteran of Operation Desert Storm. This was in with the aquarium rocks. There's no way to know who the owner was. You know, there's nobody's name on it, but it's pretty cool. It shows, you know, tanks and helicopters and weapons on the backside. It's pretty cool. The artwork, how it was done. Well, I'm going to keep it in the booty, or the looty booty. Yeah, the booty bank. Booty. No, it's not big enough for booties. Big enough for some loot. And who knows? Maybe at M22 I'll find somebody who actually was, you know, a veteran of Desert Storm, and maybe they want that little trinket, if you will. Or maybe they'll say, throw that away. I don't know. Booty box, yep. All right. I thought this photograph would give it away for the featured channel. I figured that Sue had it all figured out already. She did venture a guess early on. She wanted to know if the featured channel was me, my channel. And, well, you know, I don't want to just end the show right now. Show and tell box, that's good. But I'm not ready to end this broadcast. We still got over a half an hour. But Sue, you're wrong. It's not me. Wealthy business owners started it instead of paying their labor living wages. Okay, that could be. Or maybe those wealthy business owners needed the weekend to get their boats and their docks pulled out of the water. You know, everybody calls this, you know, Memorial Day is the traditional start of summer, and Labor Day is the traditional end of summer. Summer vacation, if you will. Well, it's all screwy because the kids go to school now after Memorial Day, and they go to school before Labor Day. They really only they're kind of screwed. Our generation, my generation, we got the full 3 months, man. A few extra days for sure to terrorize the neighborhood on our bicycles and skateboards and whatnot. But these kids, shucks, you know, they barely get out of school and they got to go back. Yeah, I remember show and tell, Todd. You know, they still had show and tell not that long ago. Maybe they still do. But when I lived on the farm, my granddaughter was, you know, she was living with us. She went to school, I think it was 3rd grade. Yeah, 3rd grade. And she took one of our goats for show and tell. Grandma put a diaper on the goat because they go a lot. But yeah, it went well. She had a blast with it. Quiet listener, Vicky, is it Nomadic Hippie? That's an extremely excellent guess because of the pirate booty box. Well, Sue, there was a clue connected with that to an extent. Okay. Vicky, is it Nomadic Hippie? No, it's not. I'm not sure. Have we featured Nomadic Hippie? I believe so. I'd almost like to feature him again because his adventures are getting proliferous. I don't know if that's a word. I mean, this whole deal going to the Philippines very soon. He's going when we're going to be up at M22, or some of us will be there already. I'm not arriving till the 21st, which is a Wednesday. But I understand that Nomadic Hippie will be in Cebu, Philippines on the 19th. And he's got this scavenger thing going that starts kind of like on the 20th. You got to figure out where he is in the Philippines. Not at his hotel or whatever. That's like Ghoul. Can't tag him at his hotel or on the grounds of the hotel. But I guess I'll try, but I don't know that much about the Philippines. Quiet listener, is it Dream on Wheels? That's an extremely that is a really freaking amazing guess. Let me check my notes. No. But it's good that you're taking a shot at it. Okay. Yeah, she is. I found something the other day that I should show. Maybe I'll do show and tell tonight. Again, acquired in scrap. Let's see, we have Victoria, and then we have Ava Potterfield. Beautiful musicians on their flutes. Well, guess what? I acquired a flute. Not one that's carved even. It's band grade, the kind you would have if you were in band in high school or junior high, whatever. It's in a case and it's all apart. You got to put it together. I haven't played with it yet. You don't find Nomadic Hippie on the show more. On a related note, I have a guest for next week. You have a guest for next week. I got you. I know what you're thinking. Roy and Becky. I'll let Linda answer you. But it's not Roy and Becky. I think we have had them. Pretty sure. I don't remember. Oh, Nomadic Hippie was on January the 1st of 2022. Aha. You know what, Linda, you know what? Sue outboxed you there because she didn't look it up. She just said, oh, I know when that was. Those Floridians stick together. Yeah, Cebu, Philippines. That's where Nomadic Hippie is going. And of course, there's lots of areas around Cebu. There's other cities, of course, and there's, I forget, I think he told me, or he said in his video, rather, he didn't call me. It was in his last video about the rules of the scavenger hunt. I think he said there's like 7,000 different islands in the area of the Philippines. That's a lot of islands, by the way. You don't remember those days. Okay. But you probably had a hunch that they had been featured before. So a weak mind and a long list. Well, we're only up to what, 81 or 82 featured channels now. Seems like we just started last week with California travel videos, didn't we? Some of you were on Tumbleweed RV Life last night, and I managed to get them 3 different times. You know, Michael, he gets ahead or behind in the chat, and he'll miss things that people say in response to as he's speaking, him and Tracy. And what a blast. I think the first one I got him on was he was talking about going to Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Okay, so the audience knew that he was talking about Grand Rapids, Minnesota. And I interjected that I'm 15 miles north of Grand Rapids, which I am. Sparta, Michigan is 15 miles north of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Then there was another one. They were talking about visiting his brother, I think. Anyways, his family, several in the Ottawa province of Canada. And I wrote that I grew up in Ottawa. Oh, wow, that freaked him out, you know. Somebody else said, I thought you were, I didn't think you were a Canadian. Something to that effect. I said, I grew up in Ottawa County, Michigan. And there was one more, I can't remember what it was right now, but yeah, I got him like 3 times. But I did commit to bringing Hudsonville ice cream with me to M22. So I got a freezer. I think I can fit maybe 3 half gallons in there. You know, Tim's got he's got a recent video up here. He's making a bug screen, or trying to make a bug screen. But anyways, Vicky, Lucky will tell you when we did Tim. So it's not Tim. We try not to repeat, but it happened. We did accidentally repeat. My bad. Timmy Ray, the pink man, the sailor. Wow, I look kind of reddish, maybe reddish pink. You know, the lighting makes a difference. Maybe I should put more lights in here. I could try that. You know, I've got this studio light, and it runs on. Let's see here. We'll try this. I don't know if it'll make a difference. Devil Dog, oorah, Semper Fi. Good to have you aboard, man. And thank you for the compliments yesterday and today. For it's an experiment. We'll see how it goes with becoming a still photographer, or if you will, portrait photography. Uh-oh, I bumped something. I bumped something big time. See, I'm disappearing. There, I'm back. Maybe. It's rather ghostly. So we'll turn this on a minute. It didn't come on. What am I doing wrong? There. That's kind of bright. But kind of bright might be right. To get more natural skin tones. Semper Fi. All right. Speaking of, you weren't here earlier, Devil Dog. You're a veteran of which operation or more? Which operation was that? I acquired a Desert Storm. I'm sure it's not government issue by any means. It's a trinket. I would call it a trinket, but it honors veteran of Desert Storm. Mm-hmm. I figure maybe I'll find somebody at M22 that I can give it to, because we do have a lot of veterans in our community, or, YouTube, RV, whatever community, our wonderful community. Blended in with the woods. I can do that again. I can become a tree spirit. I don't have that picture. I may have to take another one and put it in my collection for here. But I do have that tree spirit from down on 9 Mile Road. Ray at Van Life Rocks. I think he had a live stream either. Yeah, there was a live stream by him last night. And I didn't go to it. I was getting tired. Once I barely made it through Christian and Tracy. I was about gone. Trying to keep my eyes open towards the end of it, and I barely made it. In fact, that's how we got to talking about ice cream, because I wanted to get up and go and get ice cream before I fall asleep. And then I didn't get up and go and get the ice cream until it was almost completely done. It was crazy. James Cat Neat, welcome aboard. We did mention you a little while ago concerning how you had some bad luck with Lake of Dreams. Now I don't think Troy is in here. But if you catch Troy, which is camp maintenance guy, in any of the live streams, talk to him, say, hey, maybe don't give them too many details, but just say, hey, they kind of messed up in the office. Do you guys have a fax machine? Yada, yada. He may be able to give you a little insight on what they do when somebody messes up. Because he's the camp maintenance guy. He's looking forward to seeing all of us. And he has content on his channel as well. And he works at the Lake of Dreams. That's I hate to see you waste a trip. I mean, it's going to cost you what they overcharged you to get it back. Unless you just plan on staying. That's what a lot of people are doing right now. They're preparing to go to M22. And matter of fact, the farther away they are, the more likely they are that they're on their way. Tumbleweed RV Life is on their way. As of yesterday, they started traveling, gradually working their way this way. So we'll be seeing them in about just over 2 weeks. Oh, that was the other one I got them on. I said Grand Rapids, Michigan, is southwest of Edmore, which is one of the places they plan on stopping. It'll be their last stop, boondocking night, before they get to Lake of Dreams in Merrill. It's nice. Actually, a pretty short trip from Edmore to Merrill. About, maybe 40 miles. At any rate, I told them look on the map and they'll see Grand Rapids. And so they did, and I go, okay, well, maybe somehow we can get to see it. And I told them I'll see you at M22. They didn't catch that until later. And they go, oh. They knew I was going to M22. Yeah, I got them. Like I say, I got them 3 times. Timmy, he's got 671 subs. Awesome. They're getting there, man. Hey, don't be discouraged. You'll scoot for a bit. You know, you get 200 subscribers all of a sudden, and then it just kind of goes back down. Well, all of a sudden you spurred again. It fluctuates. I've been at, right or hovering around 960 for quite some time. And Victoria wants to know, is it tumbleweed? We did tumbleweed, I don't know. I want to say, it's going on 2 years ago. It was not long after we started. They would have been probably number 10, maybe. I don't know. You'd have to look and show more. But I know we've featured them. So, oh, dolphins. Where are those dolphins? I need dolphin. I need a dolphin. I actually found an extremely good picture of a whole herd of dolphins. So if I really lose it, my memory is turned into dementia, I'll probably use that as a background shot. Anybody got to go to the bathroom? This was one thing on my list. I contacted Thrifty on one of her videos, but she didn't reply back. No, maybe it was on a live stream. But anyways, I know she acquired this shower curtain in her bathroom down there in North Carolina or South Carolina. And I know she got it like from Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I mean, it's cheap. Well, I couldn't find one. I wanted to get 2 actually, because I have a surround that I'm working on. So I needed 2 of these. But I ended up ordering them. I got them for a pretty good deal. Well, Amazon, but they're not $1. Let's put it that way. Camping therapy. No, it's actually not Doreen. I haven't heard from her in a while. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, I like this one. Yeah, this is here, let me get out of the way. If I can get myself out of the way. We'll try that a minute. There. That's one of those signs that you can change the letters on real easy. Those, here I am pointing and you can't see my finger. But each one of those black bars is actually a kind of like a plate rail. And you can put up there whatever you feel like. So that's what this feature channel did. Well, actually, they didn't do that sign, but they took a picture of it. And it was in a bus, a converted bus that they toured somewhere near the bear. See the bear? Uh-oh. Now what do I do? Here we are. I probably should save this kind of thing for like Halloween, you know, fade in and out. Anyways, there's a bear behind me. That's weird how that, when you move, the lighting changes. I don't know what's going on. Tom and Lori's RV life. Well, welcome aboard. It's good to see you guys. We've been talking about a lot of things here, M22 being one of them. That's 2 weeks away, just over 2 weeks away. For me, anyways, I'll be there a couple days early from the beginning of the event at M22 in Merrill, Michigan. Yep. I was bragging about picking on Tumbleweed RV Life last night when they did their live. I got them 3 times. I got a couple other people at the same time too. That, what? We didn't know you were Canadian. But you know, Christian was talking about visiting his relatives in Ottawa. You know, Ottawa province. And I typed in that I grew up in Ottawa. I did. I grew up in Ottawa County, Michigan. I was telling the truth. Ghost and Mrs. Muir, yeah. You know what? I think so. I think you're right, Linda. That might be something worth looking up. Timmy, what? I got a question. I got a video of me meeting Trump in person at his campaign deal in 2019. Do you all think it will be a great idea to put it here on YouTube? That is entirely up to you, Timmy. If you have strong feelings about that, by all means. You will get likes and dislikes. I can promise you that. But you know what? The likes and the dislikes, they count the same as far as people looking at you. Now, I try to make it a point not to get too political. Don't say things like, I'm going to kidnap the governor. You don't say stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen and that people feel very, very, very strongly about political things, religion. I was raised, if you and I are on our first date, not you, Timmy, we don't discuss politics or religion. That's just a nope, no. Honeybee Ridge, on Honeybee Ridge. Yeah, personally, Timmy, and the more I think about it, I wouldn't. It's a cherished memory for you, and that's fantastic. But I wouldn't put it on YouTube. I might think differently in a few minutes, but no. At first thought, no. Honeybee Ridge. Was that from the Ghost and Mrs. Muir? I don't know. Or if you're guessing as a channel name, no. The bear might be looking for some honey, but this was not at Honeybee Ridge. Quiet listener, RV on the Wayside. Hey, Lucky Dog, when did we do Rick and Barbara? Rex Harrison's in the movie. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look that one up. My goodness, the time is flying. Okay, that was your guess, on Honeybee Ridge. Never heard of that channel, actually. As far as honey or bees, I've got Castle Hives is one of my subscriptions. And then Wiley Gypsy Child, I've mentioned her as being able to talk to bees. But then that's not so special. I do too. But actually, she does better than me. She gets them to pose for pictures. I haven't progressed that far yet. Picture behind you, is that behind your house? No. Time for exploring. Now there's another one. Yeah, well, I'm still live, Holly. All right, give me a few minutes. Holly just woke up, wants to be removed from her nighttime BPAP and put on her daytime oxygen. Now, this is a very special campfire. I might give it away. Why is it special? Well, it's because it's theirs. You know, clues. You want clues? Well, I just gave you one. This is their campfire. I believe this was near, it was Vermont. They've spent a lot of time. Now, I gave you 2 clues there. They have spent a lot of time in Vermont. Their original home base is not too far from James. They're not there anymore. They are full-time. Yeah, you're wrong on that one, Timmy. To my knowledge, they haven't been to the Mayberry meetup. It's not the RV DJ. I think Sonia's coming to M22. Yeah, because they were talking, her and Kevin were talking about the setup in the pavilion. So she doesn't have to worry about setting up a tent or anything, you know, the shelter for her, you know, RV DJ equipment. And no, Vic, it's not the Gypsy and the Vanilla Girl. There's another one. Are you reading the show more list? Because I try not to repeat any of those. I know I accidentally repeated one here about 3-4 weeks ago. Didn't mean to. That was an accident. But yes, full time. There were a couple. Original home base was near James in Pennsylvania. Of course, anywhere in Pennsylvania is near James, right? One of the videos that I did not show, at least I don't think I did. Let me go down to the settings and take a look. No, it's not the Hope Bus. I just saw that as I went to virtual backgrounds. No. But I know that they did a video. What is that place where the chocolate's made? I know they did a video of there, but I didn't take any screenshots from that one. And no, it's not Hope Bus. Now, Hope Bus is not one that I've done yet. I don't believe. So, all right. Yes, Hershey. Yeah, they did one of Hershey. And it wasn't necessarily a chocolate factory, but it was Hershey. There was an RV show that they went to. I don't have my camper because I tried to move it to the camper bolt down at one time. Here's a race car driver. Here's what you need, Timmy. As you get more full-time racing, like my brother-in-law did, you'll be traveling to go to races on weekends, different cities. My brother-in-law would travel, 150, 200 miles on the weekends. He'd go to Findlay, Ohio, down by Linda and Todd, to the race down there. And other times he'd be, I forget where. He'd travel to different racetracks around the Midwest part of the country. And they towed the race car behind him in a motorhome. And most of those motorhomes were pieces of junk, but he made them run. Do they have kids? I'm not aware of any children. None have been seen in the videos. Yes, they are full-time. You make me laugh, Dave. One of the motorhomes they had, that he built it himself. He took a wrecked Holiday Rambler trailer, tow behind trailer. It had been in an accident, but he more or less fixed it, and he took the wheels off, and took a forklift and put it up on top of a flatbed Ford. I think it was like a F450, maybe a 550. It was a big truck. And he moved it close enough to the back of the cab that he cut a hole through the cab into the trailer. So you could go in between. You could, like a motorhome at that point in time. It was pretty cool. He had Mustang bucket seats and a floor shifter, and it was a real cool truck. Frame the old camper trailer, fix the frame camper trailer to a car tow. Well, that's what a lot of people have done. There's one, my daughter's got, I think it's 20-foot, 22-foot tow behind camper down there in Kalamazoo, and it's junk. It's the ceiling, it's not fixable. The ceiling has rotted everything inside, and it's just junk. So you tear it down, but the frame, oh my God, can you make a good car hauler out of a frame of a tow behind camper trailer like that? The thing is, you can put anything on it. You can put a 3-ton truck on it and tow it. For the live next time. Okay. All right, mateys. Be thinking. And I'll be putting up a thumbnail for tonight in just a few minutes after I take care of Holly. Holly will be on tonight. What else am I doing this afternoon? Probably do some staining. I got some cedar I need to stain. And depending on how breezy it is, I may be painting on the outside of the bus, or I may be painting on the inside of the bus, or I may be just stumbling around the yard processing scrap or doing nothing. But I'll see you again at 6 p.m. for Guest the Channel. Thank you for being aboard. James is going to figure it out. Yeah, he might. He just might. He knows all the RVers from Pennsylvania for sure. He probably even remembers Stacy. RV Life with Stacy and Bale. First sticker, I still have it. I think if she ever sees it in my bus, she'll probably tear it down because it's not all that great of a sticker. But hey, that was, going on 4 years ago. All right, Ford man, thank you. Thank you. We'll see you tonight at 6. End the broadcast. And before I forget, fair winds and smiles, of course. May God bless.